That's the voice of the late George Brown, founding member of the legendary group Kool and the Gang. His solo album, Where I'm Coming From, has just been released, and it's a very personal story and a tribute to his life. And joining me now is Brown's widow, Hahn Brown. And thank you so much for joining us. This is such a special album. This is something that we haven't heard before. I mean, we're used to Kool and the Gang, you know, making you want to get up and dance, yes, and, you know, party music, and this is very touching.
Yes, thank you for having me here. It is. It's an album about love. It's an album about his life, his personal side that he wanted to share. This is something that no one has seen. You know, being the drummer and the keyboards, he's behind the scene when it comes to Kool and the Gang. So it's amazing.
And it's still, I mean, very raw. It's it hasn't even been a year since you lost him, and you were married for 30 years. How is it for you to hear these songs?
It's very touching because it reminds me, it doesn't tell me that he's gone. You know, these are like his words telling me. So indeed, it is very raw.
But do you think it's, what do you think of people getting to see or hear this side of him? Because this isn't the side that we're used to.
No, no. It's something people are going to be shocked. It's his voice, his melody, it's just going to be something very touching for people like, wow, you know, I didn't know that George had this in him. So it's going to be a surprise for everyone to hear this. So we've kind of teased the public with 2 of his singles. So this is more further in depth in the whole album. It's his personal side that people are going to know. He's a man of faith. That is something that people are not aware of. So, and then he talks about his grandmother, and he talks about me and the journey that we shared together. So it's really amazing. You know.
At least 3 songs about you, I believe. And for folks that don't know or don't remember, he died of lung cancer, but he was diagnosed, he was fighting for over 3 years. And he also released a memoir, a book. So was all of this work and these songs, was this all happening in those 3 years?
Actually, no, the music stems back over 20 years ago. So he started writing from an encouragement of one of his close dear friend who was also an attorney, represented George back then. So it started back then. And then his book, gosh, I remember typing the book for him. So it's been a long journey for him. So yeah, it's compiling through the years. A lot of the songs is later, but so the more about the me's, then you know, and then when I listen to the album, it's like, wow, I can see where we were in our relationship and the people that influenced him through life. He spoke about his grandmother, and I have to say in the album, I also wrote about one of his the ex-girlfriend before me. So it's his way of thanking all the people who made a difference in his life. So that's what this album is all about. So it's very personal. It's carefully selected in the songs. So.
Almost a gift that he left behind.
In a way, yes, it is.
Yeah.
It is, yeah, is in a way, and sum it all up, yes, it is.
Yeah, and the band was recently inducted into the Hall of Fame, and I mean, so much is happening. It's, is it hard for you to know that he's not here to see this, to have the album released, and you know?
It is bittersweet. I wish he was here to see what he's fought for and what he's compiled and all the gift and his creativity. But, you know, here we are. We're going to make sure that his legacy continues, and I'm hoping that everyone will enjoy this. You know, it's just an amazing journey for him and for us all.
Yeah, that we get to continue to listen to a whole new side of him.
Yes, it is. I mean, there's going to be more to come. Under our company of Magnetic Music Work, we're going to be able to release a lot of music of George that he wrote that's in the vault. So we're starting to go through it, and we're going to put it out, and hopefully people will enjoy what's more to come.
Yeah, and I hope it's therapeutic for you along the way.
It is very much so. You know, his energy, his voice is well heard every day. You know, I have to say he doesn't leave any of us.
Which is wonderful. That is wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us. We certainly appreciate it. And again, George Brown's new album, Where I'm Coming From, is out right now, and you can find more information by going to our website, kcalnews.com, and clicking Seen on TV.